expected to become the biggest, darkest, and most emotional chapter of the entire series. After everything that happened in Season 4, the world is no longer controlled by governments or ordinary people. Fear now rules society, and superheroes have become symbols of power, violence, and manipulation. The final season is expected to focus on one last brutal conflict between Homelander and the boys. While the entire country slowly falls deeper into chaos, at the end of Season 4, the balance of power completely changed. Homelander finally reached the point where he no longer needed to pretend to be a perfect hero. For years, he hid behind fake smiles, patriotic speeches, and media manipulation, but now his true personality has become public. Instead of rejecting him, many people actually support him even more. This makes Homelander far more terrifying because he realizes he can openly use violence and intimidation without losing his followers. Season 5 is expected to explore how dangerous blind loyalty can become. Homelander's supporters treat him like a godlike figure, believing everything he says no matter how cruel or unstable he becomes. Public fear spreads across the country as protests, political conflicts, and violent confrontations increase. The series will likely continue showing how media propaganda and celebrity culture can turn dangerous people into icons. Meanwhile, Billy Butcher is reaching his breaking point. The effects of Tempv and the deadly condition inside his body are slowly killing him. Knowing that he may not have much time left, Butcher becomes even more desperate to destroy Homelander once and for all. However, Season 5 may also show Butcher becoming increasingly ruthless. Willing to sacrifice almost anything to complete his mission, one of the biggest emotional storylines will likely involve Ryan, Homelander's son. Ryan stands in the middle of the conflict between his father and Butcher. Homelander wants Ryan to embrace his powers and become superior to humanity, while Butcher still hopes Ryan can grow into a better person. Ryan's decisions may determine the future of the entire world because his abilities could eventually become even stronger than Homelander's. The relationship between Ryan and Homelander is expected to become darker and more manipulative. Homelander sees Ryan as the only person who truly belongs with him, but his influence may slowly corrupt the boy. At the same time, Ryan still struggles with guilt, confusion, and fear after witnessing violence and death throughout the series. Season 5 may show him battling between his humanity and the dangerous power growing inside him. Huey Campbell and Starlight are expected to remain the emotional core of the Resistance. Unlike Butcher, they still believe there must be limits and morality in their fight. Huey has changed dramatically since the beginning of the series, transforming from a frightened ordinary man into someone capable of standing against superheroes. Starlight, meanwhile, continues fighting against corruption despite losing faith in many people around her. The tension within the boys may become one of the most important parts of the season. Some members may support Butcher's extreme methods, while others fear he is becoming just as dangerous as the people he hates. This internal conflict could weaken the team exactly when they need unity the most. Betrayals, emotional breakdowns, and impossible choices are expected to push every character to their limits. At the center of everything remains Vought International, the massive corporation responsible for creating and controlling superheroes. Even after countless scandals, murders, and public disasters, Vought continues surviving through propaganda and manipulation. Season 5 may finally expose secrets hidden inside the company for years, including experiments, political connections, and plans that could affect the entire world. The surviving members of the Seven are also expected to face major turning points. The Deep may continue desperately trying to gain approval and status, even while realizing how dangerous Homelander has become. A train could face deadly consequences after secretly helping the boys and turning against Homelander. Every member of the Seven may eventually be forced to choose between loyalty, survival, and redemption. Another major focus of the season will likely be the collapse of society itself. With superheroes becoming increasingly violent and governments losing control, ordinary citizens may begin living in constant fear. Riots, military conflicts, and public panic could spread across the country as people realize nobody is truly safe anymore. The series may portray a world slowly falling apart under the weight of corruption and unchecked power. The final season is also expected to include some of the most shocking action scenes in the series. The Boys has always been known for brutal fights, unexpected deaths, and disturbing moments, and Season 5 will likely push those elements even further. Major characters may die unexpectedly, alliances could collapse instantly, and battles may leave entire cities destroyed, despite all the violence. The emotional side of the story will probably remain just as important. Many characters are emotionally broken after years of trauma, betrayal, and loss. Butcher struggles with hatred consuming him from the inside. Huey fears becoming like the people he fights. And Ryan desperately searches for his identity in a world filled with manipulation and fear. Fans also expect Season 5 to finally answer the biggest questions of the series. Can Homelander truly be stopped? Will Butcher survive long enough to finish his mission? Can Ryan avoid becoming another monster? And most importantly, is humanity capable of surviving in a world controlled by superheroes? The tone of the season will likely remain dark, emotional, violent, and heavily satirical. The show constantly criticizes celebrity culture, political extremism, media manipulation, and corporate greed while mixing horror with dark comedy. This combination has made The Boys different from traditional superhero stories because it focuses less on heroism and more on the corruption caused by unlimited power. In the end, Season 5 is expected to become a massive and emotional finale where every storyline collides together. The war between Homelander and the Boys may destroy countless lives, but it will also decide the future of humanity itself. Whether the ending becomes tragic, hopeful, or completely shocking, the final season is expected to leave a lasting impact on fans and bring the brutal world of The Boys to an unforgettable conclusion.